Good evening, viewers from around the world. It is that time of the year again when members of the Kombo Sillah Association in the UK have their annual cultural program in Bristol in the United Kingdom. And obviously, this year it is even going to be better and bigger than we have been having it in all these years. And before, obviously, we kick off, we'd like to express our gratitude to the management and the CEO and management of the GunjurOnline. I think they've been hosting this program for, I think, 3 years or so. So we're grateful to Mr. Lamin Jammeh, who is taking technical affairs of this very program. And then before I go into bringing our members, that is the executive and members of Kombo Sillah, into this panel discussion, I'd also like to thank personally everyone from past to present day. In that Kombo Sillah has been here for 25 very good years, and we have come a long way off. At the moment, it is a very proud organization. So it is one of the best Gambian British charities. It is a registered charity in England and Wales, and it is doing a lot for our communities, whether that is here in the UK or back home in the Gambia. So to start with, I am going to bring in my panel of experts. They are the authorities of Kombo Sillah at this present moment. So I'm going to begin that with Bakoto Job. Bakoto Job, we welcome you to yet another panel discussion. You are not new to this, Bakoto. I've been here with you probably 1 or 2 years. And, welcome. And can you please tell us who you are?
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Uncle Lamin, for introducing me. My name is Bakoto. I've been a member, I want to say like in and out member of Kombo Sillah for like 5 years, but I've been quite active for the past 2 years. So this year I've decided to go for the vice chair lady of Kombo Sillah. It's been an amazing experience, and I think it's amazing how we are able to celebrate the 25th year anniversary this year. So I think that's a great accomplishment. I'm also a student on the side studying cybersecurity. And yeah, I think it's an amazing achievement. I think Kombo Sillah is something that I really cherish. I think it's a really great charity, especially with its view on the youths as well. That's what really attracted me to the charity organization. So yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Bakoto. Obviously, we will be rooting for you for your course on cybersecurity, but also you are very hands-on when it comes to volunteering and helping out. So, and that's going to help you in later life. We probably looking forward to see you as one of the great politicians, a Gambian British politician of our time. So we'll be looking forward to you, probably a Prime Minister of the UK or Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, Bakoto. And now we move on to the final panelist, who will be Bakary Toure. Bakary Toure also has been in and out of Kombo Sillah as a trustee. And obviously, Bakar now, so let us know. You were at some point passing in charge of finances, but you have a different capacity now. So can you tell your viewers what you are now, and why we are here?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Thank you, Lalil, and thank you to everybody watching. Yeah, so I have been involved in a few roles over the years with KSA. I came in as an auditor, I think just before 2015, and on the end of 2015, going to 2016, I was finance director, and I was there until I think 2018. Then I, kind of take a back seat, but I'm still in the midst of everything going on. Uh, but last year, following our AGM, then I came in as the chair. So I'm the current chair of KBC.
Okay, so
Obviously,
yeah, go on.
now I just want to thank Gunjur Online for allowing us to use their platform again. This has now become uh, a calendar event with us partnering with Gunjur Online in terms of our preparations towards our cultural events. So they allow us to use their platform to talk to people. So thank you very
Yeah,
much for that.
we can. I'm struggling to hear you. Can you speak a little bit clearer?
Okay. I was just thanking Gunjur Online for allowing us to use their platform. Is that any better? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's better.
So yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much it. So I was just saying that it has now become an annual thing. I think for the past 3 years, like you said, they've been hosting us here. They've been allowing us to use their platform to talk to people about events coming up. And this year, more importantly, coincides with our 25th year anniversary. Um, Although this online discussion is the first one today, but we intend to have a few over the next couple of weeks before the event. So yeah, we will urge everyone to get touch with Ginjiro Online and wait for more other episodes to come up with other members of the team.
Okay. Thank you, Bakari, once again. Obviously, we should have had, some one of the panelists who was going to delve into the historical aspect, of Kombo Sillah when it all started 25 years ago. But unfortunately, this is technology, and we are not able to carry that individual on board. But moving on, going forward, we will be having a lot of these old heads, a lot of these veterans, a lot of these legends, if you like, who are going to be with us to obviously tell some of us, because some of us were not here, at least three of us in this panel here were not here when Kombo Sillah started. But there are a lot of them out here. So inshallah, we may have another program during the week, and we will have inshallah another program at the weekend. So we have 2 weeks to the event now, 2 weeks to on the uh, 1st of August. So uh, we have Bakoto Job, who is the vice chair, and then Bakari Tura is the chair of the board of trustees of Kombo Sillah. So these are fairly younger people, who are obviously running the affairs of Kombo Sillah. We have some, old people there. You have Babu Karamanjang, with them you have Khadijaba. So, but Bakoto now, I want you to tell us, because it's going to be on Friday, the 4th of August. So, and you've been here before. You have the connection, particularly when it comes to younger people. So, what can we expect? Can you tell us some of the things that you would want the visitors to know, or the audience, people coming to know?
Yeah, so obviously we had a great success with the manual Bito display last year. That was a great success, and everything was obviously like last minute, but alhamdulillah, everything came to a success. So I really wanted to well, we wanted to, as a collective, do something similar to that this year. So, because a lot of the youths are quite interested in their ancestry, obviously, we're all of Gambian heritage. We wanted to kind of show the diversity of the Gambian community. So, we wanted to do like a tribal display of the different tribes in the Gambia. So, obviously, there's Jola, Fulla, Mandinka, Wolof, Sarahulle. So, we kind of wanted to grab a bunch of our youths and basically do a demonstration of the different tribes on the actual cultural night. Alhamdulillah, the planning has been quite successful, and we've had a lot of like people come around and want to be involved as well. So I think it's inshallah it will become a really good success. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But I don't want to say too much, otherwise I don't want to ruin the surprise. But yeah, that's going really well. And yeah.
Okay, thank you, Bakato.
Yeah.
Just before we go to Bakri, I've seen our uncle, funding Uncle Bob Ture from Finland is watching, and he said, "Inshallah, see you here." So I think we'll be expecting him, and I can also see Mama Kadi Bajo watching also. Mama Kadi, we welcome you here. We'll love to have you here, and in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, Bakari. Now, can we go on to the next stage? Can we have the invited guests, the special guests? Everyone is invited, of course, but who are these special people? Can you have a quick rundown, please?
Yes. So we have a fantastic list of amazing people who we've invited as guests who are all going to be part of us for this special weekend of celebrations in Bristol. We have our brother, Sekou Jame, who is here with us in the UK. We have my uncle, Bob Ture, coming all the way from Finland. Um, we have Sankule. So the Sanyans are also in the party. We
Sankule
have,
Sanya. Okay.
yeah, Sankule Sanyang and his beautiful wife. Yeah, they all going to be part of it.
Oh,
And
Sankule and wife. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
yeah, yes. So they are on the list. They're pleased to be there. They're going to be part of us. Um, we have my sister Binta Siro Ture, will be also gracing the occasion as a sister of the night. We have Daddy and his beautiful wife, who are all here in the UK with us. We have Bintu Keita coming all the way from the USA. We have, the special
Jamalo,
sister.
okay, maybe in since the am no man denga come from obviously, maybe balance, obviously. Bakoto, I think you will be a little bit disadvantaged, but obviously,
That's
we're
fine.
talking to, we want to capture that larger audience.
Yeah,
Mbota
that's
Dani,
fine.
yeah? Maybe about the world. So I think next time you go to Jara, after your course, you have to spend about 6 months to 1 year to learn more Mandinka, yeah?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
is it Soma, yeah? Soma, Jara Soma.
Uh, both my Jara Karantaba, yeah.
Karantaba, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Job
yeah.
Kunda. So, Kanita Job Kunda Karantaba. Next time you spend more time, yeah?
Inshallah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Bakari, yeah, quickly, coming back, me for contenting, Luntang Olive model le for kanje. So, I don't remember Sankule Sanya. Well, you have Sankule Gunjuri, Mobile, or everybody knows, who is Sankule. So, Anala Muso, is it, yeah, yeah, I said, yeah. Yeah, and you've talked about orders. Can you also just more remind Wolf and Alaban quickly? Dolkabo US, Dolkabo wherever.
Yeah. So just to basically say that. Sorry, ila fanga na ni manita kama padi.
Ha,
Yes.
it's kanga ngebe fenka at least prove, for the larger audience. Yeah.
Okay. Coming Kombo Sillah ko banyaming abika abika ke kuson ya rin dal mobe kam tanyo fele na na tan Kombo Sillah la ko coming binyo ko min baby jang na bari ngol min baby jang sinyo min baby jang na kubika doya, so over the years I mean experience so long sango sang naning annual cultural event linkake sango sang akawarale. Since I start, I think back in 2016, kabinga kumasnu about sanji tanko mando sai sango sang akawarale o sanji tanilul ko mando o sanji tanko. Yeah, so sango sang akawarale and na celebrations na guest nulu but more me expect is going to be bigger than nin sangol mum min be tambita. So nan ta hole be warala nin sangol mum min be tambita tente. So ngamin soto na luntang kumalo ngaminu bunya ka sirang kendo dila na nyen bendula to wolo nga seku jamme binala na ni mu mbadi mati badi
Seku Jamme, Niko Seku Jamme, maybe model talon. Can you tell us more? Seku Kafanya Dina.
hai ka file gunjuru ka file seku nai. So mojima ya long wala dal komi gunjuru kono. So seku benfe gane seku binala nanne as the brother of the night, another family, and ni pota seku to sankule fana soto sankule sanya na musuma ya sedili wal binala nanne as the couple of the night wal fana mu gunyum ko lati bari ben fe janne UK jang nga gunyum ko dol fana soto min binala nan as couple of the night mi mu jaji falti ana musuma ndey wal fana be fe janne UK
Olbe Bristol found it. Yeah.
wol ba Bristol found it ya ba Bristol found it. So wol be binala le as wol fana binala nan as couple of the night. And we have my uncle Bob Ture, being Kananang all the way from Finland. Wofana binala na abna mul join na jam. And na sister bige bin Nasiro, wofana binala na. Nga Bintu Keita Soto, Bintu Keita Tebe Sabati America le. So wofana be binala na. Nga
So
Ibu Ture
Obinable
Soto,
all the way from the USA.
wofana all the way from the USA, yes. Yeah, but Ibu Ture fana soto le. Ibu Ture ba based in Holland ne. Temuna Kombo Sillah family molleti. Wofna na la kafo mol binala na as chief guest of honor. So also tele bari ni nata nang komi Bristol fana sate kono nga mol invite le min binala min ba ko MPs nyol min ba kala komi some councillors nyolti and then the mayor of Bristol. So ni mol maybe expect hanne maybe ni la kanne ko be ma bela na ni dem battle kana make it on the first and on the second. Na Luntambalu, the Gambian High Commission, all fana invite le and in last sanji fulul min be tambe te kama bele and min sang fana ya tambile ko ibala pla kama be so they expect come back le wol be mun na luntam kum mallete min be binala kana ni be ni duran fe so wallomu na VIP invitations ñol wol fana siyata le because mon me yo so de siyata bakele so nin ko mbali so mwe be fola jang ba mela listo ñi
Jan,
kono
yeah.
but comme these are some of the people min yalon ko be expect kan kabul na luntan ko mala kono min bina ñim be ngo jubalan fe
Yeah. Okay. I will come here and just Janning, before we go to Bakoto, I will just remind the viewers we have our uncle also here from Portsmouth, Lamin Ture. Many people here long as Boinding. Boinding was a chairman of this very Kombo Sillah, and obviously our contributions are here for everyone to see. Obviously, we've gone through, sometimes very nice periods of our existence. Sometimes, we've gone, through some not very nice experience. Obviously, Boinding, a lot of credits to him. The foundation built is still here, and that goes on to all the previous chairpersons and presidents. Mini Alonko, they have been in Kombo Sillah since day one. So mbe mo beten to la Mini Alonko wolle Kombo Sillah for Kombo Sillah ti. So it is a family. It's a Gambian British family, and we value everyone. But obviously, I'm just proud of what he has done for Kombo Sillah. This is why. Yaya Samori Ture, Bakoto, and Yaya, I think you are going to be the MCs for the night. Yes, Bakoto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So Yaya also is watching, and you two are going to host.
Yeah.
So tell us, like we said. Year on year, it has been big, and so what are we expecting this time around? Last year, I think there were some struggles when it comes to capacity. The venue was kind of small, so obviously it's the same this year. I understand that you guys were looking for a bigger hall. You just came to realize there was even a bigger hall, but then that was not possible. So you and the young ones now, you took charge last year. Basically, when I look around that night, you were in charge. So is it going to be more of the same, or is it, how is that organization going to go?
I think obviously we're taking inspiration from last year, but I kind of wanted to kind of get the youth out of their comfort zone. I think one thing that we struggled with throughout the year is that obviously some people are very shy when it comes to crowds, and they're kind of nervous in front of big crowds. But I spoke to people individually. I made sure I get to know the people who I'm working with. So inshallah, that has made the bond really stronger. And I've also talked to people individually about what they want to see from Kombo Sillah, because obviously a lot of people were inspired about what happened last year, but they want to see where their place is, whether it's in front of the tribal display or performances, or whether it's just literally helping the people set up the hall, decorating food. I've spoke to people and asked them on what they want to do for the association. So I think the main aim for this year is probably unity and making sure that everyone has a chance to show up for themselves and know that they have a place in Kombo Sillah. Like everyone has a place, so not allowing everyone to feel like shy or reserved. Like everyone is allowed to be involved no matter what. So I think that's the main emphasis this year. And obviously, I'm hosting with Uncle Yaya Toure. I think he was a really, really fun entertainer last year, especially I think it was with the Jola dancing. I found that really fun. So I'm really excited to MC with him. And yeah, I think that's what I
Okay.
really want to say. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really
Actually,
funny.
you have yeah, you have a different touch to the program this year. I think
Yeah.
you have some headlines. Can you let us know, please?
Pardon, sorry?
We're going to have some, main headliners for the event. It's not going to be all. You're going to have some
Yeah.
musicians, some performances. So
Yeah. So obviously we have the goat Jelly Bakuyate. I think I've met him once or twice in my lifetime, so I'm excited to see him again. And obviously all the adults love to hear him perform, so I think that's quite exciting to see him come to a Kombo Sillah event. And then there's obviously Nansho. I'm not really familiar with him, but it's mostly the younger generation of Gambians who were born or raised in Gambia, or obviously the older generation, they probably know him more. But I'm excited to see what he's about as well, because I know he has a twist of the sound of Gambian music. So I'm really excited to see that touch as well. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I feel like I like the combination as well. So I'm really excited for that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Bakari, can you shed more light on what Bakari has just said? If Nisa Funo Molia Mandinka Kamala, please.
Okay. So Ninang nga kampanya de na entertainment ola karola nga mol min soto woto wolle be ko jaliba mu ne mi yalon ko ate anin metale nin dalitale ka ko fidan in Bristol kombo sila to yala so ina sango fana ala yake abinama be lan fele abinala be na nin salvation ba min kanana tintin na ba be kila nyokan ne nin ala yake um, so, dal coming ninketa, ngam min sort of for the first time because mamira, nenanga sifa keno, olonka artiso samana mimba kunyancho benyame, because coming back to ya fanyame, nyancho mu coming funding keleti, andung, ningolu. ngam hanke bal fan kala music o enjoy le so dinne ngolu suwo kono no nyancho ni si palle ngol ka ikol le fenke so is modern uh, music I can play so the Afro, Mandinka music. Quality. So nyancho bijane nyancho bina ma belan fe like kan naning bemba min kana tintin ka juran fe. Anim fana another difference coming falindo mi alon ko kudol mi alon ni lafa na nyina celebration ka wolon ko obviously nyina mun na 25th year anniversary and so na kulu na celebrations nyolu ni kono fanu la demande. So for the first time, the performance of la pakoto lingale yake. So Eastville Park bataro to balba performance of la jele from nyancho ninjaliba nyol bulo and international mimbe kana ba performance of la bulo jele. So wofana fenet mina anko we think kita ko molde la fila la keje Pakoto because over the years ninka ke ni sangol min beta mbita ikana holo da malato ika play wolo to ika dangolo to bekata pakoto bal nyinang mbita for pakoto ningala yake
Okay.
so yeah cool balar ngolo nyam
Okay, Abaraka Bake Bakari. So just to remind our viewers, here we are, it's about half an hour into the program. Just buckle up because we have another half an hour or so to finish this program. And like I said, we are looking at having one more program in the week. Probably Ibrahim Ajane would be, he's the usual host for Gunjur Online, would host that. And, weekends as well. Next weekend as well, we are coming on. And after that week, we'll be coming in the in somewhere in the middle of the week. So we are bringing you new things every week. Uh, just to remind you again, the venues are Trinity Hall. That's the venue, Trinity Hall, and that's on the 4th of August this year. And then the next day, that's Saturday, we are going to Eastville Park. So these are the two venues we have been using for about the last 2-3 years. So before we go now, can I bring in Fake Baboja? Fake Babojang has been here when Kombo Sillah, was founded. So he's someone with a bank of history of Kombo Sillah. So welcome on board for Keba, and obviously we want you to take us down memory lane. Why did you guys at that time, 25 years ago, why did you just decide to start Kombo Sillah, or how did the idea come about? And these are things. These are the historical aspects. They are very relevant today. People like not so much about myself because I've had a lot of tales about this, but the likes of your younger trustees, Madam Vice Chair Bakoto Job. You have the likes of Tida Jane. You have the likes of Binta Toure. These are young Kombo Sillah. Could I call them? They are promising young people who we can leave the affairs of this association into their hands, and it's not going to falter. So, can you please refresh us with those history as Mr. Boja? First, introduce yourself and tell us obviously more about who Fakeba is. We can't hear you. Okay, all right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Mafala Assalamu alaikum, Badim Biosol Bay, Kabirin Gunjo, for Angleterre, United Kingdom, America, all over Europe. Mafala Albi Assalamu alaikum. This is very needed. And even a night like this is very needed as a build up to our 25th anniversary. Because Yalong iko kosi dia nyaonya akuma stademing faya stad ninjela. So Kombo Sillah, yes, bimba dia konole bari. It was built from nowhere, I would say. And Ndela, if my memory can serve me properly, na ngami remember koto kena to jang holiday like a faya bajo. Feeling ala nickname la.
Is it
Like a faya
Sabati?
bajo.
Yeah,
Sabati,
Sabati.
yes. Sabati, another holiday la jang.
Yeah,
And
Sabati
then
Bajo.
Sabati bajo, yes. Another holiday la jang. Tata, another ammonia given in North Korea in Slough in those days. And then in Ibe Kachala, through Kachakono, in Tol Diamos, and what time I was living in London, Tari Lambojan in Ablai. So, Akonya Katol Bol Donkaiha. So, the following weekend, we went to Slough to meet him, with boy Soliaji. So, through the conversation, another Akonya ko, Atol Vijan Nesai, another Karamola Jang, but I'll be Jang Almalong, Allah Fijo Kalanyadi. And whilst you guys are staying here, you need to have some form of a security, something me along you can fall back on when things are not going right. Then another for you, how about if you form an organization, or like Kafo I would say in Mandinka. And obviously it was like a wake up call for all of us. Kabila often you hit, come from here, this guy is talking sense here because Yalom, I'm not he was used to coming to England for a holiday and going back. He never had the intention to stay here, I think, so we were all young, and very fresh in England at the time, maybe within our 4 years, I would say all of us were less than 4 years in this country at the time, because this was back in 2000. So we all not a bank on the idea. We decided, you know what, we need to come together and do something, and then obviously form something. Mialonko is going to be a security for us. If any one of us have a problem, then we can fall back on that. And that's how the idea of Kombo Sillah came into existence. And I remember there was a debate about the name as well, if I was right, people like Amu Manjang was mentioning something like Hata Bojang or few other things. And then, yeah, I found another focal. How about if you choose something like Kombo Sillah, because Kombo Sillah was a hero for for the entire Kombo, and then especially for Gunjur. So that's how the name Kombo Sillah came. And then I remember, if my memories can serve me right, my first event being organized to form this organization, and then a meeting organized. Fature, Kerfatu, wale meeting in host in Slough. I think if my memories can serve me right again, the people who attended that meeting, I'll call the names now. I mean to remember, because it's 25 years ago. I might omit some of the names, but anyone who can rectify me can go ahead. You can come ahead and just obviously do that clarification at some point during the meeting. On that day, many meeting at 10 Slough was Ibrahim Ajade, Khadija Bang, Fatu Ture herself, Nima Seidi, Gava Rigmo Chu, Fatu Sose was here at the time, Ahmed Manja was there, myself, Lamin Dabo, Olam Lamaiti, Suleiman Bandin Ture, Sakun Jai was there, I think, Omar Chow, Lamin Bojang, Babu Karture, Ablai Bojang, Cook, Ablai Cook, and then Babu Karmanjang has himself. Obviously, Lamin Jamme Fanang, Lamin Jamme was there as well. So we came together on that day and then came up with this idea to start Kombo Sillah.
Did you say Binta? Is it Binta Jata or something? Or
No,
she wasn't
Binteja,
around it?
she wasn't
Shouldn't
around
Bantu.
at the time, no.
Oh,
No.
she wasn't. Okay.
I'm not sure, but I don't think she was around at the time. But
Okay.
these are the names. These were the
You can
names
remember.
I
Okay.
can very much remember on that day.
Okay.
And then kabiring ngawo meeting on attend ngawo meeting on organize now. I can remember Marlon Dabo aning Lamin IS Manjang were elected as the chairman and the vice chairman at the time. That time we call it president, the president and the vice president at the time. And Secretary General obviously had Ibrahim Ajane Elegno Wala at that time. And then fast forward to like a few months later, I remember Saul Nathan and Ibrahim Akeboja, and he was given the financial secretary role. And then the late boy Nene, Babukar Diatta, was given the editorial position. And I will overemphasize boy Nene's contribution. Alamani Munkafakala
I mean,
Abelajong Dulato, because I would say Kombo Sillah would have never been Kombo Sillah without our contribution. And the reason why I'm saying that, because you got every organization, whether small or big, has to be formed around someone. You know, someone has to do all the sacrifices. Someone has to make the impossible possible. And then the person who made the impossible possible at that time was Babukar Diatta, Boy Nene, Alamani Menkafakelai. Because every time we come up with ideas to do anything, he will be in the forefront. He will drop everything that he was doing on that particular day and make sure that event becomes successful. So, like I said, our contribution has to be very much noticed, especially this time around, the 25th anniversary. Our name, Babukala name, has to be everywhere because, personally, I remember we organized a meeting in Lamin Demela House in Bedford. So when I go to the train station from London, Boynene was ferrying everybody around from the train station to the venue, and then he wasn't even getting tired about it. He was just continuously ferrying people around because all time mobility man easy and unbearable. Only few of us drive. So he was the one who was doing all the donkey work. So I think a lot of things has to be centered around him in this contribution because our name has to be in the history book. If it isn't in the history book, it has to be mentioned so many times.
yeah, kumata bakele fakeba obviously community am tanyam before this program. Ajako ntolla pool be kake most of the time oral history lati. So I think probably yenyin e cool do for jang ntefang ma wollo and I think we'll just do justice for the younger generation. If the board we have here, Bakar, the chairperson, and our assistant, Bakodojo, at some point, and we will not bother you with that at this time, but maybe later on in the year. If you can think about just writing some literature about, founding fathers of Kombo Sillah, particularly the role played by Boy Nene as Pake Babojambe Mimfola. Obviously, we know kafo moja mala katara je badob je modern tan nakamuta, so Boy Nene is a notable person. I know and obviously every year football there is a football tournament at this event. A coming name after him. Me along minuka sponsor along Paradise Express Limited. I think with CEO Babukar Manjang. I'm not sure whether you have that program this year. Zita, how do you call it? Bakuto, do you know if we have football this time around? Football tournament?
Yes, we do.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have anything for the ladies? Because I know, are you going to be with the kids just around the corner like you did last year with the musical chair or something?
Yeah, so with the ladies, we want to kind of encourage them to play tug of war because I think that's quite a fun game for especially for the ladies to do as well. I know sometimes it's quite hard to get involved with football if there's not a lot of participants, but we kind of really want to encourage the ladies to get involved in more stuff because it's not just for the men, also the ladies have to have some fun with some physical activity as well. So that's something we definitely want to encourage. So we'll be picking up people, trying to grab people and to make sure they're actually involved in stuff. And yeah, and I wanted to also touch on one thing that Uncle Lee Boy said about security. I think I've heard that from Uncle Ibrahim Mascata Jr. as well. No. the older one, they keep saying the word security for Kombo Sillah. The reason they made it was for security. And I think that's something I kind of want to elevate for the youth as well, because I spoke to Uncle, because I think he is a police officer as well. We are in a generation now where like a lot of youths are getting influenced to antisocial crime, and it's easily for people to get recruited and influenced in this kind of things. So security is something we really want to keep the kids in. We kind of want to push them away from that kind of the world and kind of bring them into community work and charity work and having fun with the community and stuff. So I think that's really something that's kind of inspired me to involve the kids with all these kind of games like musical chairs, musical statues, the football and all this kind of stuff, just to encourage them to show that you can have fun without doing all that kind of bad stuff in the background. So yeah.
Okay. And last year, obviously, your role at the park was obviously, obviously without, the one of the best. So this time around, uh, with all the young people, obviously by you, a lot of volunteering opportunities are here.
Mm,
So are you in touch with the young ones to help? I know
yeah.
last year was fantastic. The young ones from
Yeah.
from the venue of the night program to the park.
Yeah.
So are you calling on them to volunteer this time?
Definitely, we're building a team around them so we can help her out through the cultural night on the 1st of August and then on the park day as well to make sure all the games run smoothly. Especially with the likes of Tida, Janet, and Bintu Ture. We're kind of like a trio. We really work well together. So our voices can be heard because I think it's kind of difficult for one person to like kind of manage a lot of youths. But I think with the likes of the three of us, we all have different connections. We all know how to approach people. So I think with that us as a trio and then trying to manage the youths as well and also youths with big strong personalities coming in as well, I think will be quite good for everyone to just get involved and help with the both the days.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes. Bakari. Right now, obviously, ngalong kombosila ka mako rol kele coming jangto the members and as well as in the Gambia. So quickly, maybe models of uniform I know obviously maybe if you are a paid up member, I know ko kombo sila la ma ko ro jam fatala and honey men man get paid up members. Most of them know, but needs briefly yeah for more because manta tambila 1 hour about the program open, so we'll be finishing probably in the next you know probably 15 minutes or so. So only quickly nisa for more no halka mum ma ko like because andunga lon fana coming sutero even nyim man sakunda nyim be banko min kan jangala man sakunda kombo silla sutele because ngaje ko kabirin nyim prince min musa in kinti janna kata nun gambia nun mo jama remember 2017 or 19 something like ye kombo silla approach la puru isamoli kafolu tombo ye min yalon ko ka ma ko roka gambia so kombo silla mu nyaton quality mi yalon ko ay gambia kafudol tombom aning individuals so kombo silla la ko maybe ntol min ba kono ntol jututale amuka for minti but uh, ni funtita banta hannim UK man sakundalo ngol yalne kombo silla mu gambia gambia gambian british ka fo mi yalon ko nyon tawlo so isa fo moli coming briefly alka mum mako rol ke mun tolle to gita gambia lon o janno alla memba sorga kenya dile anin hani fo kata fo nyin sunkar mudo alka min soto ke di alke di fuarol la gambia sate jamallo ni sto don demandin fo no moli.
Yeah, Baraka Bake. Coming Diamla follow Liboye woodland in Mala de Monte, coming Kafoko Kafoni, Anata Nyadile, Combosilani, settled in Nyadile, I don't for tole. But coming Ika Marco Romi for them, so welfare. Ngamira was one of the reasons, in fact, the main reason, Yalanko Mul Nata Nyokan, Junko Nata Nyokan, Safinya Dile, first generation of Gambians migrants. Nathan Jango time wala back in 2000 or 99, 2000, 2001. Nathan Nyokan ka idea kendo jinta ka Kombo Sillah ka form. So ya form dalilol min kam mala wolong kuru itol min bijang ani mol min binala fale kang mo se ifangol mako ning moye kusoto kaira tana komi wo dalilol kan anin fana ka mako samba fosuo kono anin kudolu. So Kombo Sillah has gone through a lot, transformational changes. I think, 2015 was a very significant year for KSA. So Natana Wotuka, Kombo Sillah Taka Lundi, Dulato, Blami Yalonko, coming is modern, Blami Yalonko, coming sign jamano kulu kafol ka kita nyamin anu wolle tata so nga kul tala nga transform from you know coming wo kafun dingol min ka form nun kana ka transform ka falling completely ka modern organization here in the UK. So transformation on hansa imbo joining in kono. I started maybe about 10 years ago properly. Hansa imbo joining in kono and every year we got cool falling nenga cool upgrade. So na makweru la Carola niajibe over the years Kombo Sillah makweru jamaleke la members of Mimbija nimi ye deto soto nimi ye ila fita furu Kombo Sillah makwe fento min be ko for maybe sakaro la Carola bang or hanke makwe diamol la bang or ning mo kendo la ko ta ke bulanyo kono pour ye makwe o hanika ila franco fango ka kodo fango ta ka di ite membala ite numu ibula de woko no ibula da kudo kono pour ke fango ke fango mako ke la family mako so Kombo Sillah aussi wa jamal kele nyim banko kanjan mol min bijan Kombo Sillah members nyolo wolde wolonne bari makorol man dangoto makorol tatale fosi kono in the Gambia. So projects nyolo feta jel makoro tandi dulala la min bako gunjur lo fanol to min bako gunjur primary school wolni nyongolo. So in fact very recently woman me back because wo project ko nying hansa amam bamban nala gunjur primary school Kombo Sillah ye dadundi ko nying kono ka primary school makoy pour que la tabidula ani la domodula pour ka be fali ta ke comme sign domodula nyanta kala nyami pour ngol men kata kala wala je ni la
So
teacher
long
base
dining hall oti for the Gunjur Primary School.
yes that is the dining hall for the Gunjur primary school. So Kombo Sillah has basically changed or put up the roofing and we've done the concrete, we've done the windows and doors. Um, Signing almost just finishing touches, not the Jamie Alonco, probably just a tiling and painting, and that's it. It's actually kind of ready to use, but
Oh, ila volume ka
we
jila
finished.
demanding. Can you raise up? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sorry, but headset on. Yeah, so Jay Nyama coming dining hall of the situation on is almost finished. Just coming kamakwero katandi na jiberlala coming kumbasila kamakwero sifal minke. Aninka specific examples nyol take dila makwero la karola sakona na tanan coming Gambia la karola o ka humule ka mol hakilul blandi ko wonmu makwero le timi yanko kumbasila yekele ka mul makwe suokono andun ko man tanum fana makuro tatal fo tanka psychiatric hospital makuro fura ta fana lale so abole nyama makuro although majority min be mu members no dike ese ibe bota gunjurle bara manke ko mum be because na members of those min bota banko lalto ko min bakoto ya fanya min bakoto la mol mum gunjur be bota ko jara makko so ngol nyongol soton naka foko nole and then yeah abole nyama
Okay, yeah, obviously omu tonality Kombo Sillah kono savage call bijele Kombo Sillah kono nga brikam call soto jele. So obviously it's not restricted to Gunjur and mako ro fana akat tumandoro nata ta jama kata safo without data kata Gunjur ma fanga bar Gambia belong because I could remember nga Gambia ila psychiatric hospital on in tanka Kombo Sillah ma ko rofta talale andum wo damma fanante niaje nenanga ma ko ro kala min yalon ko ka fengol transport kata Ministry of Health. Yeah, so wolong coming for nebulizers wolong ning asthma kaminu batandi, they have something for them masingo minke ma koy pour ka hendani asthma attack. So ngawol be Ministry of Health. So obviously dol nga understand dol tar fo yow dol samba fo badi ma fa wala. So obviously Kombo Sillah ma koy ro aka fa kafta la jamal leto. So but can you quickly tell us Bakoto before we come to Fake Babojang, can you quickly tell us if someone is out there doesn't wanna is skeptical about coming, can you tell the person that they should attend this program?
About like being a guest or like coming along?
I mean, you have a number of people watching, and people are coming to watch, but some people might be skeptical as whether you're going to have a very good program.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, how can you convince people to come? What is in there that should make them come for this event?
I think the fact that it's the 25th anniversary, like the Silver Jubilee, I think that's such an outstanding accomplishment for Kombo Sillah itself. Obviously, I've been hearing about the highs and lows of Kombo Sillah, like talking to people and obviously doing research as well. I think one of the best years to come would especially be this year since we're reaching such a milestone. And obviously, we can see how much Kombo Sillah has grown, especially with me and Uncle Bakri being two younger people leading. I think it would be great to see the the what do you call it? The opportunity that young people can bring, and then also how committed the charity is as a society. I feel like out of all the years you could come, I think you should definitely come this year, especially how everything has been put in the work. I've seen how much, especially Uncle Bakari and the rest of the trustees, such as Uncle Tijan, Uncle Tim, Auntie Kadi Jabang, Uncle Babu Kamanjang. They've really, really been working hard all throughout the year, making sure things go as smoothly as possible, making sure that organization is great as possible, making sure that the attendees are comfortable. And I feel like with all that work they're putting in, it would be so great if we can have a great audience come this year and show the work that they've put into this. They've really been dedicated people, and I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards them for all their efforts. So yeah, I really, really hope, I said this a lot, but I really, really hope people come, even if like they're thinking about it or skeptical about it. I really think it would be a great opportunity to come on the 25th anniversary. So yeah.
Yeah, obviously. This is Silver Jubilee, and
Super Jubilee, yeah.
I'm quite optimistic that it's going to be bigger than everything else that we have had. I definitely, I am very optimistic about that, and crossing my fingers to have that hit audience. But moving on to Fa Keba Bojang. Boy, we have seen obviously more minuto for jang what you remind model obviously ni bije ama me back but some farmer model like year in year out for as much as I can remember Kombo Sillah be ona ni mbe wo bembenta like I said obviously mbe mantara Bristol Bakoto lives in Bristol Babu Karmanja but I'm not in Bristol but nka po moliele ning anytime Kombo Sillah kumandiro okay nte bika kafu kotenda kumandiro jive I just answer to Kombo Sillah because ngal nako Kombo Sillah lonte jati ti ja obviously so but na keba dol bije dol to for aman jaranga tol kumandi but sa informata wala so this is a milestone coming nyenka fanya mi pakro ba fanya mi ka fo tara Gambia ka fo ya tembu no fo sanje mwane lulu andu niaji be bi obviously ma fo Kombo Sillah lora watu na sembo ma wara bante ngaji ko bi le Kombo Sillah mo siata ni nata mol min yaron koy fangol le tata online i register to become members hanin na fanko fanato ngaji ko bile na fanko sembo soto than 25 years ago so ite be muna fola o mole min yaron ko hannin Kombo Sillah la formation o metaraja but coming ntol kono ni ngejibe ngaje ko na nyaton kol na alfallom na keballom ebe mona fola o molje pour sejeje obviously nga mbari muso jele na keba nsa fo mbama na nanjata fana benjibe kanno obviously afana molti mi yalon ko Kombo Sillah la ko bikatu but you know o kewolu kono mo jamal bi jele min yalon ko bike je sai nin taraje obviously bonding mbe bandero di lala because akanale andun nanata abike dress ko akana doku o fenkolla comme kana bengo kana jibe para kanale ke pare ka doku ke Kombo Sillah particularly the park aka mako ro min ke pako to mobe kajel so fo be modol fana kumandila le wol kono puri fana sina ma waro to baga banni setari ano yo coming na mo ke balu alfalu min ben kono bikeje maybe for the last 2 years for say kumandino puri fana ene dan kono.
Yeah, once again, Lantu, Abarakabaka for that very important question. I mean for the it makes a lot of sense, and never mean for not wrong. Well, every founding father of Kombo Sillah, either be it a male or female, you should be proud of yourself today, 25 years later, because coming back to the for wrong, just to Kombo Sillah, the importance of Kombo Sillah and how vital Kombo Sillah is for the entire Gambian community. Because near Jibe, Kombo Sillah in the farming Sotomolia over the years, Mankoka, there is no other organization or Gambian organization, whether be it in America, being in other part of Europe, in the United Kingdom, there is no other Gambian association, me along call, Molnafa, Katambi Kombo Sillah. So even what the Mafon in that in Nalako, every founding member of Kombo Sillah should come back to Kombo Sillah today, should come back to Kombo Sillah tomorrow and make it even bigger and make it even more successful. Because not long ago, I'm just gonna share this story. Not long ago, the Babu Kariya Kachala no, sometime maybe a couple of months ago, I look at some of the young generation, many along call, it was a Gunjur. They came to this country within the past few years. Near GBB, will comfort means it is very easy for them to integrate into this community. It is very easy for them to feel settled, to feel like to feel at peace in their new environment because they migrate from Gambia to here. And then many Osabu um, is because of Kombo Sillah, because Kombo Sillah kept our community together. Kombo Sillah helped those people to integrate, to feel settled in this country easily because they are all surrounded by people, many Alonko. They have been through Kombo Sillah. They are still part of Kombo Sillah. And because of Kombo Sillah, we are all together most of the time, you know, because there are other people from Gujuvini Alonko. They are not, in cooperation with us. They are not in unity with us because every time we are doing something, they are not part of us. But like I said, because of that kind of things, I mean, and also in terms of Kamulla immigration status regularized in this country, because Kombo Sillah have been a useful tool for so many people to use to regularize their immigration status in this country. Even that alone is a success. Even that alone should inspire those founding members to come back and say, you know what, if we can change one person's life to have a peace of mind in this country, to regularize their paperwork, their immigration papers, and feel settled and feel like this is their new home. And in terms of even financial assistance, I mean, Kombo Sillah have been there, not just Gambia. I mean, Bakari was mentioning, well, Lantufan, you were mentioning about a lot of projects in the Gambia, but even within the UK here, Kombo Sillah have been there for a lot of people. I mean, obviously, we are not going to reveal names, but we all know Kombo Sillah have been here for a lot of people. And in terms of even education, because Ghanaian Cultural Weekend or Minute organize something, we are educating our younger people. We are educating the future generation of Africans, the future generation of Gambians in this country about our culture, about the way we do things, about the way we practice our religion, about the way we respect our elders. So all those are things many along call. Thanks to Kombo Sillah, those things are still in place. Those things are guaranteed for you, those younger generation to enjoy, to see, to learn from. So just, I can go on and on and on and on, but like, yeah, for you, time what to do. So then let me follow wrong. Everybody should come back together because, when you start on time and everything was so hard to do. Everything was so not easily available in terms of transportation because what time the meeting was at different locations. Can you imagine people traveled from Bristol to go to Newcastle for a meeting just to attend Kombo Sillah meeting, right? So fast forward to now, if we are going to organize such a meeting now, there are so many of us, they can afford to buy an air ticket. They don't even have to drive to buy an air ticket. Many Osabo, because things are a lot easier now. So we made a lot of sacrifice to be where we are. So Buffalo Mobeko, everybody who is not turning up, to turn back up, right? To come back. And let's make Kombo Sillah even bigger than what it is today. Let's make Kombo Sillah more successful. Let's show these kids this is what we have started for you guys. The ball is in your court. You need to carry on. You need to carry on and be the flag bearer. Baraka.
Baraka, Libo, Janim Betambila, I think we just have to maybe have the next 5 minutes purunga call bang jang. But Janim Beftala Waton say, Paboy, Romeo, Jane, Mbe Tankla for sending stars to our program. We are grateful for this. Tentunge Jai. Mbe mol fana be tentula minu benji be kang, obviously, ko na trustee sole afanyaming nin na fake babo jang na alfalom jam because itolle kafonyin kuma ste tolle sinkan embe tentronin jair ba mba murundila mo kan miyalon ko wolketa sababo wolon ya sabati bajoti dolka fa is it preacher or something like that but atella miro futata nyinto sabati so miro nyindi molla o miro bi wala bijam Mojama served in the committee. Mojama served in the trustees. So mbe wolfana be tentulam be jayila momo la kata ko ke jefo Kombo Sillah sita bila because aka mojama la ma koy sunkaro kono ko mi ngafanya me ka fuarol ma koy le because ka moj sign tol jama bijang mbe kan sada hadi koy ka fanya di le sunkar mudo zakatul fitri mbe ka di Kombo Sillah la kan sunkar mudo ki Gambia pour kata fuarol ma koy je anding ma koy jama so mbe mobe tentula men ya lon ko ka Kombo Sillah trust par ku jamal le be nyato so program on bina bana par in 5 minutes but coming nga fanya men during the week because mbela availability long Ibrahima is the normal host of programs on GunjurOnline. So Ning Ibrahima Frita during the week he will pop in nim panel members dol binala le he is because be mo jamal sambala nan this time inshallah so weekend fana going into next weekend I'll be Angelale. So at least we will have about 3 programs before, and obviously what in Nimba trial and a panel could hold somebody and maybe we have 1 or 2 members of the trustees. So by coming the chairperson Bakari Afale Nyama and Ningala assistant Bakoto job relatively mutinding already. But until be ben kama faila faki babo jankam pour que mobe commandi mobe na because nyimmu ntaka jala ko is a pilgrimage nyin non tol fana la kind of na reunion ti every year nga bem Bristol nga nyoje je nga famol bondi je but more importantly nga kodo fana mekle for Kombo Sillah andung abika dan Kombo Sillah because Kombo Sillah ne kodo di Kombo Sillah fana ka fudol le ma koy so wo kuma yata bake so just to wrap up now Mbitala, the only lady among us, Madam Vice Chair Bakoto. So here we are now, and then coming to conclude this first program of the promotional event. Do we have the boys, because that's one aspect that is always lacking. So can we do we have the participation of the young the boys, obviously, because we have seen the girls, but the boys are always lacking.
Well, I think it's difficult. It's been difficult. It's been quite a challenge, but alhamdulillah, we've had one boy. I think his name is Sankung. He's been quite active on the group chat, and he's also been a participant. So I think as we slowly start to increase the youth engagement, I feel like throughout the years or throughout the time, we'll start inspiring more and more boys. I think that's the aim, inshallah. But obviously, we don't know what's going to happen. But inshallah, that's the aim, to get the boys more involved. But yeah, I think inshallah, just in the future.
Okay, and
Yeah.
now, okay, yeah, can you wrap up? Can you your last word? What do you want to say now before we just?
Um, I just want to say thank you so much, GunjurOnline, for giving us this platform to promote the event. I also want to thank all the audience of Kombo Sillah and basically all the Gambian community in Bristol, for allowing me to have this position. I've learned a lot throughout this year, especially being so close with the trustees and knowing like what goes on behind the scenes. So it's been very inspiring, and I feel like it's made me mature mentally in so many ways. And I hope I can give the floor to a lot of other youths as well, because I know I've been quite present for a while, but I really, really want to emphasize I do want to give a voice to the youths, not just for me, but for a lot of the youths as well. And I really want to thank the elders as well, especially everyone on the trustees forum. I forgot to thank Uncle Ibrahima as well before that, but I just want to thank them for allowing me to speak my voice. I didn't really feel like I was quiet. I felt like my voice was heard, and allowing me to use this platform to create more ideas and create a more fun event for Kombo Sillah. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody. And yeah, inshallah we have a good 2 days. The 1st of August and the 2nd of August. And may it be a way for us to unite more as a community, allow us to bring some old faces back and some new faces back, and allow Kombo Sillah to grow more and more in the future. We are reaching the 25th anniversary. So obviously we want to keep getting bigger and greater for the future generations to come, inshallah. So I just want to say thank you so much. Abaraka Bakil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward to obviously, yeah, everything. Last
Yeah.
year when you have Master Madam Chair, before you guys came into the board of trustees, we have
Oh
Master who
yeah.
was
Oh
the
yeah.
chairperson, and she is
Definitely
your
big
mentor.
inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a huge inspiration. And I was asking you about last year, are you ready to take a full responsibility in 2 years? But here you are, just after 1 year, you step up. So this is very encouraging. So I hope we'll see the likes of Tida, like and Tida Jane, Binta,
Definitely.
and
Yeah.
yeah, is it Zainab, the Folonkos, everyone. We want to see the young ones take over, obviously, and I hope that will be very soon, probably in the next 2 years. We will see another, young trustee, maybe Madam Bakuroyo as the chair.
Inshallah.
Obviously, yeah. We move on to Mr. Chair Bakari. You are saying, we will have Jalbaku Yade Betarla Jele, we will have is it Nyancho, Apache, is it Apacheki? So everybody should look forward to these, obviously, cultural icons, long cultural, ambassadors long for the Gambia, and Bakari saying just to wrap up, is a Munalano Kandoran.
Thank you very much, Bantu. Yeah, so we have two leading artists in Jaliba and Nyanjo, for Lomal Entertainment.
So
Saying,
ticket, needs a
uh,
ticket all fun coming, yeah, all fun wrap up
okay.
together, yeah.
So Tiketo La Carola, I mean, for £30. So it's going to be Molbe 30 pounds le jola, bari wo fana iba wo jola nyadi le bitala online na ya sanje. Wo mang fundi follow ban weekend oning, wo binala nan ne den ba mol alawla le ticket o sang online. Ni ma sang online ni nata fo bundato teni be 35 pounds le jola. So wo 35 pounds fana by wo tula jele for up to midnight. So after midnight ni nata nang ticket o bitala 40 pounds le. But nying kumaka umwebe nying information o bebe fly ni mbalale. Na latest file mi funtindi tenti wo be ba bala jele. So mumu fana sula taka ticket o sang online. Ala details ñol betara lay KAC la members ñol la forum to andunga betara KAC la Facebook pages ñol fanatole and na partners ñol min ba ko maybe Gunjur online wol fana be wo details ñol share la lay on their pages pour mol sitano je min yalon ko la fakati ke do sang online wol sa sang online so ni bota nang woto just quickly eh, lafta alka falin mumin ko tin to nyalon ka ko rapport because will siatale uh, lafta appeal o min dila wolon ko mi libo ni ka da min to ka appeal na veterans nolla ko mi mulmi ye ka fo ni lonu 25 years ago hanni bijang be appeal kele ye pour ye la dimbayalu encourage ye ye susun ye nanan ko mosilakan because sai safu ko coming back to second generation of Gambian migrants but sai third generation of fanga binakan sai sai ke bal me feel ko sai tol fanga ke bayata le is a min ke you kele sai ilafa ka call pass on to in second generation of kind of Gambian community I mean the core kan sai um, but in be ke bal Daniel Hansa is a dimbayal maman bake, say wakilin de kuyena ka volunteer with KSA, kana kanin do ko ta ke kanin palasol ta ke ta Kombo Sillah yeah. So overkela na appeal da nim fana be dami emphasize la wolong na membership ni so we have uh, a database of members nga molso dole mi yalan ko wol ni la taka ko la membati ibe safaro la kala ni safaro nyinke den kuma ka ngol bije nga wol mi landi je den ye kambe ngolla den ko la ne kino membati bandi na te keta membati fana jorolu jorol bijele so nga paid of members sotole model fana soto mi yalan ko ibika fenjo ban dol kami encourage jolong yeke paid of members so ika keno paid of members nyadile ni ikata members den sawo sang nka nanga mole bije mi yalan ko ka jo so ning information mo me bebe ke sela na website oto ni min lafta ka ke members ibita na website oto ye ni fomo nyinta ya fil ni a fil abinala nan to the trustees will be sila ya ko jibe ni la membership ya approve ya foi ko ko do nyanga mo nyanda ka jo sanga kono ni la faka ke woti bari komin kombo sila sign abasirin luwal da kan komin saya mu charity lati aman ke just any organization ti so wolu fana nta fala no mo be ka kodo jo so nga opportunity be mol fana jel mi an ko se keno membati mi alon ko i mantara kodo fana jo kan bari ni nga nata nan komin muna fangol mi alon ko mol ke soto o mol nyanta ke soto kabo kafo bulu kabo ko mbasilla bulu min ka kodo jo ada min fana ka kodo jo i ka kanen no so bold nyama, but we want to encourage everybody to become members, Minmanke Membati, and also to encourage your families to become members. This is not just about coming to Min Bijambo, this is for everybody. We can, Min Bem Bangkok and particularly, we can become members and, particularly I want people to offer that are paid of members. Um, uh, membership fee from from KSA and be members. So yeah, I want to basically encourage everybody to do that on the part of us.
Okay, bakara baraka bake Allah kuma kamal nyinyata obviously nyanta kumo dan dileta lanu but obviously nga keba ton kon la komi nga fnyamin bi li boy fa keba wol mo Kombo Sillah la alfalati hannim imang responsibility taje but ibelo elo dula nyin o kuma batala because nin tintingo be nyato keba man tara akoma kuja mala kamanki so wala tin na sai lafta last word dila tella just quickly Fakeba ase mako idorong in just 2 minutes afana se alafta kumo min fola about this event nyimben kuma min binakan on the 1st of August and on the 2nd of August so Friday nin Saturday we only have 2 weeks to go lokun fola doron ne benna tema so momo men ipare akama doron ise pare because anywhere in the UK Mol kana bonang coming Mr. Chairman afanya mimpakre afanya from all the way from USA, all the way from Norway. Aning dolbe bola postmort world to dolbe bola UK karobela other European countries. So momo be UK ima fenketable. You don't have any excuse not to be here, not to be in Bristol on the 1st and 2nd of August. And inside school of Funabina Soronkan, so dindingol free come with your families because Saturday almost family day. Saturday is a family day. Friday is a kind of adolescents, the likes of Tida, is it Tida wall, Bakoto wall, Kata Pinta wall like a center state, wall like a well organized. So the young ones are learning and they are learning very fast. So Fakeba, just your last word, probably in 2 minutes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, once again, thank you, Lantu, your the host. My advice is simple. Just last week, I was speaking to Abraham about this. This event is not all about. It's not just all about Deliwa Kuyate performing live, performing on stage, or it's not about Nyancho coming from the Gambia. My advice would be: this is a 25th anniversary. This is a silver jubilee. 25 years ago, we never thought we will sit in this platform today to talk about Kombo Sillah, the achievements, the history, the future, and everything else. Um, let's make noise. Let's show to the world that for the past 25 years, these are the people who have devoted their time, their energy, their effort um, to make Kombo Sillah what it is today. Like you said earlier, you mentioned about Boinding. How much effort he makes when it comes to these events. So until advice is, can we not have a volunteer within ourselves? It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, to write a profile about Boinding and Boinding himself and other contribution to KFC over the years up till today. Let's make the world knows about that. If we can have volunteers all over, I have volunteered myself, and I'm going to write something about Kevin Tijan because Ngal Kondoke, over the years, um, he has been a wonderful human being. He has been what he described as a real humanitarian. Um, every time Kombo Sillah Komandi, he is there to answer to the call. So um, in this 25-year anniversary, in 2 weeks' time, we need to make the whole world knows that Kevin have actually spent his time, his efforts, his resources endlessly, time and time and time, and and there is no limit for him. There is nowhere to say. There is nowhere in terms of as far as he's concerned. He never say, you know what, I am tired now. I'm gonna give up. No, so that advice is let's celebrate each other. Let's make the whole world knows that call. These are the people who are actually doing what they are doing, who are actually taking Kombo Sillah to the next step, who are actually carrying Kombo Sillah, who are actually giving their time, their family time, their work time, their valuable time, and giving it entirely to the cause of Kombo Sillah. So this is what I have. This is the advice I have for everybody else. let's all come together and write about each other's contributions, each other's efforts endlessly, time on time, within the next 2 weeks. Every day we are writing about 2 people. Let's do it. Let's post it to the our website. Let's post it on Gunjur News Online for the people in the Gambia, for the people in the diaspora, all to read, all to know that these people have actually done so much for this organization. Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Ela o kumo muku kende balti, and I think mun be lamoikan molbe o advice tala le minister volunteer no please ye makoi to write things about Kombo Sillah la nyaton kolu, past or present. Momo se minken o ya fenke and then ngasia purungan mol celebrate living legends. Minu be baluoto aning hani minu mantar baluoto. So puruka bengoning da fa sign be tontronin jairo of tandila gunjur online la si ola lamin jamme atele be mutakam masingoto or like aka kenyaming every year at this time of the year. So lamin jamme, thank you very much for all the sacrifices you're doing for Kombo Sillah. We also thank our viewers from across the world. They are watching us from as far as Gunjurun Koldele, more what can we see Gambians, you see people in the USA, all across the world. So mbe tentula mbe jaila for ila time times Roman dia so alien lamoy mini commenta mbe tentula mbe jaila, but obviously manyana Paboy Romeo Janela for sending us the stars baraka bake mbe tentula mbe jaila. Finally buto program on yimbe banna wolto, but watch out for all notifications because we do everything to make sure ngana during the week. So around Wednesday will be coming or so, but just watch out on your notifications. And then weekends, ning alaman natanafe, we are going to be here either Friday or Saturday. Weekends next weekend min kanana. So I'll sing give no fana Gunjur Online aning Kombo Sillah famala Facebook page. Mbal tentula mbal daila. Allah baraka. Thank you everyone for watching, and until we come back on this platform again. We said thank you, everyone. This is a panel discussion from members of Kombo Sillah, the notably Vice Chair, Madam Vice Chair, Bakoto Job, and Mr. Chair, Bakari Ture, and a member of our Senior Council of Elders, Paakeba Bojang. I've been your host, Lamin Ture, from Birmingham. Allah Barakabake. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.